Well, the idea came about when we met Brandon Maxwell about a year ago, where he drove our Stinger and he was nuts about the car. And we stayed in touch, and we found out that he also drove in a Kia Sedona when he was a young kid. And he wanted to do something with a automotive theme at the same time for his fashion. And so here we are. We thought that precious fashion could meet precious metal one day. So this is our first take at it. We will be revealing more of what we would do. This is just our first day of revealing this special car to travel in style, like you see behind me. So stay tuned for more with Brandon. He seemed to enjoy it, and we love working with authentic and humble beginnings folks like himself, that he's gone up all the way to become such a superstar in fashion. No different than how Kia's started its own life and has come a long way to become the quality and an amazing design that you see behind me. So stay tuned for more. They like style and fashion and beautiful gear. Well, there it is, the new Telluride.
I just saw the new Kia Telluride behind me, and I saw these leather, can you see the leather straps? Can we get a zoom in of this? But it's one of the most beautiful cars. The rims are amazing. I'm a huge fan of rims. You know, it's such a group effort between everybody and Brandon and Kia, and it's a great car, so I'm excited to be a part of this. It was such a beautiful experience to be able to walk through all these cars. I know that for Brandon, it's really huge for him to be able to give back to his community, especially in Texas. So I know he told us all of this is being donated, and that's really beautiful for us, especially as models, to be able to do our job and do something that we care about as well. So being here is just so great, and Brandon is one of my favorite people in the world, so to be able to support him over anything is amazing. And his family was here, and we were all crying, so it was always a great experience. It's always a very emotional show, for sure.
I think it's awesome to have it on the runway. I've never seen a car on the runway, so I thought that was pretty cool, and the whole setup, the Texas vibe, it's really beautiful.
The inspiration for this collection started in the desert in Marfa, Texas. I took time off after the last collection and moved my entire team to Texas, and we created in the desert there for over a month. And I don't know, the sunset and stars, that's really what I think did it for me. Any sort of partnership, I think, has to be honest and authentic and true. This collection was really rooted in my experience growing up, which is living and creating in Texas. And when I thought about how to portray that in the show space and what sort of products I wanted to come along with that, I thought about, well, what was my childhood? And I was driven to school every day in a Kia by my mom. And one of the things that's core to, I think, the brand of Kia also is education and supporting education. And something that I took away from the Marfa trip is that you can't just go somewhere and take from them. You also have to think about giving back. And the day that I left Marfa, we had to really decide as a team what were we going to do to give back to the community. So what happened is we spoke to the mayor there, and she informed us that the technology was not up to date and it was lacking within the school system, and also the teachers did not have the vehicles to get to the nearest towns out of the desert town to keep up with their certification. I worked with Kia over a year ago, and I knew that education was key to their brand. And so I called them, and it took about 30 seconds, and they agreed to make a very large donation to the Marfa school system, as well as donate vehicles.